want something different. Those things that used to make you happy and shine, you're no more as interested in those things. Your priorities of finances are completely different now. Those things that used to glitter may not be what you want now. The transitions that men go through, or generally people go through at midlife. The first is a career shift. Things happen at midlife. The jobs that you've held, or the job or career you've held for 20, 20 something years may change, and you will need to start uh, going another direction, another location, and all that. And the knowledge, you may need to learn new skills, or you will need to learn new skills, meet new people. And that can be a bit unnerving, knowing that you have been used to a particular organization, you're comfortable there, your age, the people around, your colleagues are about your age range. But now, the new place you have moved to, probably your boss is younger than you, if so that's going to unnerve you a bit, and you have to learn new skills and catch up quickly. The schedules are different, so you may experience that, and it's important to know the kind of impact that has on you. The second is a family structure change. Families will transit. The kids have gone to school. They're coming home only once in 3 months, or they've traveled abroad and you won't see them once in a year. And your spouse also has started a new career or in another location, or the family is now set up in multiple locations, and therefore you need to adjust to that. If you're the man, you are not used to living alone and doing some of the domestic work. Now you have to engage in that, or you have to employ somebody who you're a bit uncomfortable with to provide some help, or you have to eat out because of that family structure that is suddenly changing as we come into that space. And what you knew as normal family events and family dates may not occur like that. You probably are now doing them, some of those things virtually, and the children are also not just they're not taking permission, they're now informing you of what they want to do and all that. So that's another shift that you have. You also have the emotional shifts. You have your emotions are changing. Why? Because you you used to be in control, probably, but now people can your both your spouse and your children are now a bit more independent about issues, and you have to dialogue, and you have to get used to that concept of dialogue with issues. Also, your children have different interests and a completely different way of expressing their love to you now, and they don't even want that, touch me, hug me anymore, because they believe I need my space. I'm no more a baby. I can handle that by myself. Maybe your spouse too is now engaged in something that is taking all his time or her time and emotions. Suddenly found a new passion in some artwork or in some project or in some career or work that is making them come alive in unusual ways. So you begin to have mix of emotions that some you don't even know how to name how you feel. You will also have some transition with your identity. Now that career is changing, family structure has changed, you start asking yourself, if you define yourself around career, family, and there are changes in that, or you define yourself around the roles that you played, or the role you play in life, primarily, I'm a mother, and that has changed, you find that your identity, you need to define yourself, and kids, your daughter may ask you the question, so mom, who are you? Or what are you? So I'm your mother. Says, apart from that, you know, also, relationships will change. Relationships will change, they will transit. You won't be able to keep all those friends anymore. Some have, some have relocated. Some just have new interests. Some now believe differently, and relationships have gone. People you have relocated, so you need new friends, new neighbors. Your brother or your sister that you were really close to, they are 7,000 miles away, and so things are different. Even your desires will change. You now want something different. Those things that used to make you happy and shine. You're no more as interested in those things. Your priorities of finances are completely different now. Those things that used to glitter may not be what you want now. You want something more stable. And of course, you find that your spirituality is also transiting. You're asking deeper questions. Why do we do what we do? Do we really believe in this? Is this truly our faith? Why do we go to this church? What are the tenets of the gospel here? And all that. So all these transitions, if you identify them as you go on, you'll be able to plan adequately for them and do the needful. The challenge for people sometimes is that they don't see the transitions and they want to remain who they were, or they keep the people around them who they were or who they are, whichever the case. But you don't fit into that situation anymore. And if you were, I was given an example earlier. So your daughter says, no, don't go with me to the program. I'll go by myself. I'm going with my friends. Says, but I created time for you. Says, yes, thank you, but I'll go with my friends. And so you are left with a funny taste in your mouth of, oh, don't you want me to go with you? I don't want to go with you. I want to be with my friends. How do if you have not understood the concept that the child will become independent or is already transiting into that state of independence, you begin to feel sorry and funny sometimes. And we shouldn't get into that trap of saying, oh, but I'm your father, but I'm your mother. It says, yeah, but I am an individual as well. And I want my independence. And I want it now. I want to have my own experiences. I want to face my own risks. I want to face my own challenges and come back without you inside it. So you're not going to be there for me forever. So let me start the process now. So the issue is when you don't recognize these transitions early enough for you to begin to evolve yourself, change yourself, and make the required or get the required knowledge or information on what to do about it. That's where the challenge then comes in.